does the Super Bowl have to do with your marriage? Hey there, I'm Sharon Pope. I help women who are struggling in disconnected marriages get the confidence and clarity they need to know whether they can fix the struggles in their marriage, or if their answer is to leave and how to do that without regret. If you like what you hear, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. What does the Super Bowl have to do with your marriage? I want to tell you, but first I'm going to share a story with you about a client of mine. So one of my clients, she is this fantastic 62-year-old woman. She's been married more than 30 years. Now, she told me the story about when she and her husband went to a wedding together. Now, this was a wedding of someone that he worked with, so she wasn't going to know anyone. She didn't really have an interest in going. But he didn't want to go without her. He really wanted her to go with him. So she said to her husband, you know what, I'll go with you, but I'm going to need a few things. And he said, okay, what? She said, I'm going to need you to hold my hand periodically while we're there at the wedding and the reception. And I'm going to need you to just dance with me one time. Does that sound fair? And he said, yeah, for sure. So they both got dressed, they got ready, they left, they headed out to the wedding. And she waited. And she waited. No hand holding, no being asked to dance. They got back in the car after the reception. They're driving home. It was pretty quiet. She didn't know what to say, and he didn't know that there was anything wrong. And so they walk in to their home. And she said, why didn't you do what you said you were going to do? And he said, what are you talking about? And she said, well, you promised that you would hold my hand and you would dance with me if I went with you to this wedding. To which he replied, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I forgot. So here's what I want to just point out. We remember the things that are important to us. We don't generally just forget the things that really matter in our lives, do we? So for instance, if our boss needs a report by 3 o'clock, or else we're going to be fired, do we just forget that report? No, because it's important to us. There's meaning there. I don't want to be fired, therefore I'm going to get that report done. When our son has their very first Little League baseball game, that's important to us because our kids are important, so we don't forget that, do we? And never have I heard about someone just waking up on the Monday after the Super Bowl. Like, has this ever happened with your husband? Where he wakes up on Monday after the Super Bowl and just says, oh my gosh, that was yesterday. I completely forgot. Yeah. That's the point I want to make, is that if we can remember something like, hey, the Super Bowl is happening this weekend, we can remember to do the important things in our relationship. Because our relationship and our marriage should be at least equally as important as a sports event. Can we agree on that? So things like dancing together, holding hands, sending a sweet text message in the middle of the day for no reason, appreciating our partners, and keeping our commitments. You see, we've got to figure out how are we not forgetting about those things in our relationship? And how are we giving our partners a reason to make it meaningful for them to show up in the relationship? So it seems like a lighthearted example, the Super Bowl. But truly, has your husband ever just forgotten that it was the Super Bowl this weekend? Has he just woken up the next day? No. And so we've got to start placing at least the same level of priority on our relationships as we do on something like the Super Bowl. All right, if that was helpful for you, I hope that you will subscribe to this channel. If you want to know whenever there is a new video posted, which I do weekly, just hit the red bell in the upper right corner and you'll get a notification every time a new video is published. And if you want to check out my book, there is a link in the summary where you can go check out my book called Stay or Go: How to Get the Confidence and Clarity You Need to Either Fix Your Marriage or Move Forward Without Regret. Take good care.